Hey, this is Antonio. Welcome back to my channel, and we're going to have some fighting words. But before we go any further, you know the routine. I need for you to like this video and please subscribe to my channel. There's a lot of things I want to do, a lot of things I want to say, a lot of content that I want to put out. Unfortunately, I just don't have enough subscribers at the moment. So that's where you guys come in. I need for you guys to like the videos. I need for you guys to subscribe. I need for you guys to share the videos with your friends. If you're going to the gym, have your sparring partners, whoever, somebody check it out. Just spread the word that Fighting Words is here. But without further ado, I want to talk about this video. So it looks like it's on, it's official. We have Charlo versus Canelo. So there's been a lot of back and forth. You know, is this really going to happen? Is it not going to happen? You know, clearly it was on Canelo's side. You know, he's the A side, and I hate to use that term, but it's true. He's the A side, so it was not Charlo. I do not think Charlo is sitting there like, I wonder if I should take a Canelo fight. I wonder if I should get the biggest payday ever, or I should continue fighting people who will give me less of a payday. No, it's definitely Canelo's side. It's definitely Canelo saying when and where, and just writing out the stipulations for whatever he wants. It looks like it's going to be in Texas. It's going to be, I mean, you can say it's home ground for Charlo, but honestly, Texas has such a huge Mexican community. That's home ground for Canelo as well. You know, so I don't think anybody's really going to have home court advantage. The only difference is I just think Charlo's not going to have to travel far to get there. You know, but outside of that, in terms of home court advantage, I think that crowd's going to be pro Canelo, like it typically is. Yeah, Charlo has a big fan base, but I mean, he's never fought anybody like Canelo, and he certainly hasn't fought anybody with the star power of Canelo. So it's just going to be interesting. Like I said, I am happy for this fight. I've wanted this fight for a very, 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 very long time. So to see it finally come to fruition is a great thing. I think it's also great for boxing because, you know, boxing gets a lot of flack where it's just like, you know, you're not giving us the fights we want to see. So this is a fight we want to see. This is a fight we've been talking about for a few years now. This is a fight that, you know, you can't say this man is cherry picking if he's fighting undefeated fighters who have belts. It's very hard for you to scream out, oh, he's a cherry picker when he's doing that. I'm sorry. Just like, you know, he fought Billy Joe Saunders. You can't call him a cherry picker for that. Dude had a belt, and dude was undefeated. Caleb Plant had a belt, was undefeated. Charlo has a belt, undefeated. You cannot call this man a cherry picker. So say what you like. I'm just happy that this fight is here. I do believe this is going to be, I believe this is going to be a tougher fight than the Triple G fight for Canelo. I really do. Somebody with the athleticism and the legs and the footwork of Charlo, it's not going to be, it's not going to be an easy walk up the hill. I really don't think it is. And Charlo not only has the footwork, listen, most people that Canelo fight, for some reason, he fights people with legs every once in a while. Perfect example, I just mentioned both of them, Billy Joe Saunders and Caleb Plant. Now, for some reason, unbeknownst to me, neither one of them used their legs. I can't explain it. It was their, I'm not going to, no, I will say it was their only shot. And they did not take full advantage of the fact that they had legs and he doesn't. And I've been saying it for years. Canelo doesn't have legs. You know, he has slippery movement up top, but he doesn't have legs. You know, so take advantage of what he does not have. And for some reason, these guys will not do it. I think Charlo will be different. I definitely think. So there's two things that when I see Charlo. One, I look at his athleticism. Two, he's one of the bigger guys at that weight. And three, I don't think that he'll get mesmerized by Canelo. Like, a lot of these guys just get mesmerized by Canelo, you know, because what I mean by mesmerized is they fight out of character. Now, I don't know why. I have no clue why. And let's just say if it happens, more so, I don't know why when they go back to their corner, the corner is like, hey, snap out of it. Like, yeah, it's Canelo, whatever. The crowd's chanting his name, whatever. This is the biggest lights you've ever been under, whatever. Biggest crowd you've ever seen, whatever. Who cares? Block it all out. He's just a man. Get back in there and do what you do best. Now, why that doesn't happen, I don't know. But what I do know is Charlo he does adapt in his fights. He, like that Dermachenko fight, he's an adapter. You know, unlike his brother won't adapt. His brother's just going to do what he's going to do. He's going to seek and destroy and hunt and try to kill. And he's going to do the same tactic pretty much the entire fight. However, the bigger Charlo, he's not like that. He's not like that. He will adjust. He will adjust. He's much better in the pocket. That's another thing that I think is going to give Canelo issues. Charlo's really good, like up close and personal. I mean, he's great from the outside because he has an amazing jab. But when he's in a phone booth, he's equally just as good. He's equally just as solid. And for his size, he can switch stances. He doesn't do it very often, but he can do it. And he's good at sliding off at angles. So I just see, like, I'm not saying who's winning or who's losing at this point, but I am saying I believe he's going to be a tougher match than Triple G, personally. You know, Triple G is like the Terminator. He's coming forward. He's not backing down. You know it's going to be off a jab. Everything's going to be straight, you know. You can basically see it coming. The question is, with Triple G, can you stop it? With Charlo, it will change throughout the rounds. So, yeah, you just stop that. But what's he coming out with? That's going to be the issue. What's he coming out with? And I don't know if a lot of people notice this, but like Charlo goes to all of Canelo's fights. Like every time Canelo's fighting, Charlo's there. So he's been studying this man for a very, very, very long time. And his confidence level in believing that he can beat Alvarez is important. And he said it several times. But it was in his last fight with Caleb Plant. Charlo turned to his twin brother and said, I can beat him. Now, listen, everybody who's ever been in a ring says that. I've said it. Like, I can beat that guy. Like, everybody says that. It's not what he said. It's how he said it. That I don't know, shifted gears for me. Because it's one thing when you're just talking trash and like, yo, I can beat that guy. It's something else. He just kind of leaned into his brother and just said, I can beat him. I can beat Canelo. Like, he figured it out or something like that. So, like, it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't what he said. It's how he said what he said. It was the passion in what he said. It was the, maybe I'll say, like, the awakening in him. Or, like, you know, just a dawning moment or something like that. So, that's what changed for me. You know, his confidence. Like I said, every fighter says that. I've said it. You know, like, I've said it. I've gotten in a ring with much bigger dudes, and I've said, you can't beat me. I've said it. So, like, but it's how he said it. It's how he said it. It was very passionate. It was very, like, personal to him. Like, I got it. I figured it out. You know, like, I unlocked the you know, the magic box or whatever that is Canelo Alvarez. And whether or not he can implement what he saw in his mind is something else, and we're going to have to wait for the day, you know, when they get in there together. But he saw it in his mind, and, you know, I'm not with all that, you know, hokey pokey stuff, but, like, he manifested it. He said it out loud. I can beat that guy, you know, and it wasn't for show. It wasn't for cameras. It wasn't for, oh, with my homeboys, so, you know, we're just talking trash and we're all fighters. It was none of that. It was very personal to him. Like, yeah, I can beat that guy. You know, he's not invincible. And that's another thing. You know, you have guys who, before they fight, it's just like, oh, I don't know if I can beat him. Oh, he's so great. And yeah, I know I'm in his era. And they spend like 5 minutes giving compliments before they even say what they're going to do, before they even say who they are, before they even say, you know, well, I'm good too, and I'm here, and I've made it here, and clearly there must be something special about me. But he's always held to the fact that I belong here, and now he believes in his heart he can dethrone Canelo. I think he has the power to push Canelo back. Caleb Plant, you know, he didn't hit that hard. Billy Joe Saunders, you know, darn near has pillows. You know, so it's just like there was no threat. Yeah, he fought Triple G, but again, when you can see a punch coming, you can just roll off of that. You know, and that's exactly what Canelo was doing all night. He was just rolling off them punches. Charlo's different. Charlo's not coming straight. Those punches aren't coming straight. And let me say it now, because I want to be the first to say it. Charlo's uppercuts are going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem, people. Mark my words, it's going to be a problem. Charlo has some, maybe, I don't want to say he's got the sweetest uppercut in all of boxing right now, because Tank's got a nice uppercut. But Charlo, Anthony Joshua has a nice uppercut. But Charlo's got a nice uppercut. Like, just a really precise, straight up the middle. Like, I mean, everything's like perfect about it, you know? And then he does this thing where he just yanks it up. You know, like some people, they'll cock it and then, but his, whatever position he's in, he can just toss it up. You know, he's got a really good uppercut and he can shoot it from anywhere. So the way Canelo fights and the way Canelo stands, and particularly that uppercut is just there and it's just waiting. So the question is, listen, Charlo's been hit. Charlo's been hit. And again, I'm going back to Dermachenko fight. Charlo's been hit. Canelo's been hit. He's been hit clean. He's been hit. You know, I mean, Triple G did crack him, especially the first fight, where I will openly say again, Triple G won that first fight. But he did crack Canelo. And Canelo stood his ground. But Charlo can crack. Charlo can crack. So this is going to be interesting. This is going to be a fun ride. And I look forward to this fight. I'm happy. I'm happy it's coming. I'm excited to see that it's going to be in Texas. Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a pro-Canelo crowd. I mean, Texas, come on. Who do you think is going to show up? You know, so everything about this fight is just going to be interesting. But I think this is going to be a good one, people. This is going to be a good one, you know. And I can't wait for a fight breakdown. And yes, it is coming. Since it is solidified, we are getting this fight. But you know the routine. I need for you guys to like this video. Please circulate this video to your friends, your family, your coworkers, whoever likes boxing. And like and subscribe.